Welcome back. We're here at the end of McCrie looking at the essay Science and Truth. There's a lot going on in this essay, and yet at the same time, Lacan is just driving at a couple of pretty straightforward and classic Lacanian notions, namely that of the split subject and the cause of its division, as named with object A. Let's start briefly with the discussion of science here. So science and psychoanalysis, ever since Freud, has been a big topic. Freud thought that psychoanalysis belonged in the hard sciences down the hall from biology, chemistry, hydraulics, and the like. Lacan is more ambiguous about what he believes the relationship between science and psychoanalysis to be. Some important things to bear in mind. When Lacan says science, he's usually thinking of the modern interest in objectivity, in the world of objects. Lacan's very careful, though, especially at this period in his career in the 60s, to distinguish between the study of objectivity, modern science, and the study of objectality, which he identifies with psychoanalytic inquiry. Objectality is not the study of objects. Instead, it's the study of causes, not the field of stuff, but the condition for its emergence as an object of inquiry. Objectality has to do with psychoanalysis. Objectivity is a delusional, almost paranoid fantasy of modern science, in many cases for Lacan. That comes up in this essay too. Objectality has to do not with objects, but with openings, with the cause of, in this case, a subject. So let's be really clear out of the gates here. In this essay, Lacan is thinking about two things: the subject of psychoanalysis and the object of psychoanalysis. But the subject is not some coherent subject like the science of man studying humans. No. The subject of psychoanalysis is always a barred or divided or split subject, which recurs throughout this essay. And the object of psychoanalysis isn't as much an object as it is a cause. It is the cause for the subject of science's splitting that interests Lacan here. The object of psychoanalysis, because it deals more with causes, is more of a object cause than it is a proper object that could be studied like an ant on a log. The matheme, or the algebraic symbol for this cause, is little a, object A, and it comes up in this essay. Let's look at a quick page here to get us started. Great opportunity for us to start is on page 733. Where he talks about the object of psychoanalysis. About middle of the page, 733 in the English translation. The object of psychoanalysis. I am laying down my cards now. You may have already guessed my hand, given this talk of the object. Is no other than what I have already proposed about the function played in analysis by object A. There you see that little italicized A. Is knowledge of object A thus the science of psychoanalysis? This is precisely the equation that must be avoided, since object A must be inserted, as we already know, into the division of the subject by which the psychoanalytic field is quite specifically structured. This is the point with which I resumed my seminar today. So the subject of psychoanalysis is a divided subject. And this little a that is the object cause for psychoanalytic inquiry, he says, is to be inserted right in that division that divides the subject. So there's the conceptual outline. Now let's turn and see if we can make sense of this.